Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 24th, 2020, and here is the latest news. Jamaica now has 21 confirmed cases of COVID-19, according to Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton at a press conference held yesterday at Jamaica House, called by Prime Minister Andrew Holness to update the nation on the novel coronavirus disease. The two new cases are a 61-year-old male from Manchester and a 51-year-old male from Westmoreland. Also, the health minister is appealing to the public to help identify locations that can be used for isolation to free up the isolation wards at hospitals island-wide. At the moment, there is a need for 600 rooms. And in his message, Prime Minister Andrew Holness stated that increased measures will be implemented and strictly enforced to combat the COVID-19. According to the Prime Minister, as we are rapidly approaching the fourth stage of the COVID-19 spread across the country, which is the community transmission stage, it is a time that you may see panic in the population. So the government will enforce all measures at this time and take all actions within the law to protect the health of all Jamaicans, he said. This includes restricting public gatherings to 10 persons effective Wednesday, March 25th for a period of 14 days. The Prime Minister also says every person who entered Jamaica as at March 18th must be quarantined for a further 14 days after the initial 7 days expire. And according to Mr. Holness, schools will continue to be closed until the end of the Easter term. He has also extended the 7-day scale down of public operations, allowing work from home for public sectors for another 14 days. In addition, all public sector workers aged 65 and over must work from home. Meanwhile, the municipal corporation will be moving to provide water to parishes which are affected by severe drought conditions and will ensure that all facilities across the country have adequate water supply. And the indigent and homeless among us will be properly provided for, as there will be a distribution of care packages on a daily basis to meet the needs of all displaced individuals across the island. This program will last for a period of 3 months, commencing on March 30th, 2020. Also, 3,000 students who fall under the portfolio of the Poor Relief Department will receive lunch daily. These special measures were outlined yesterday at the press conference by Minister of Local Government and Community Development, Desmond Mackenzie. Meanwhile, the St. Andrew South Police have increased their presence in the McKinley Crescent and Simmons Park areas of Olympic Gardens, Kingston, following the escalation of a gang war in the neighboring communities that resulted in 3 people being fatally shot on the Crescent on Sunday. Dead are 31-year-old Chrisma Adol, 32-year-old Machado Smith aka 90, and 36-year-old David Archer. A 45-year-old man was also shot in the incident and is now hospitalized. The incident occurred after 9 p.m. on Sunday, March 22nd. And the 6-year-old who we reported got shot on Sunday in Flanker has now been identified as the daughter of well-known entertainer Tommy Lee Sparta, according to an article in the Jamaica Observer. This is an ongoing story. And further to our previous story about entertainer O'Neil Bryan, more popularly known as Elephant Man, detectives from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Unit has charged the DJ with breaching Section 8 of the Immigration Act after failing to declare truthfully all the countries he has visited while on tour in Europe. According to the Act, it is mandatory for persons arriving in Jamaica to make a truthful declaration to immigration personnel. It is understood that the entertainer will be quarantined at home under the circumstances. He is to appear in court on April 15th to answer charges, as this is one of the exceptions to court proceedings during COVID-19. And 2 men were arrested and charged under the Disaster Risk Management Act, the SOE Act, and the Spirit License Act last night. The men are 50-year-old actor and nightclub operator popularly known as Bad Boy Trevor and 22-year-old cashier Kenneal Smith. And Avis Rent-A-Car Jamaica has partnered with the Ministry of Health and Wellness and Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Darrell Vaz, in his initiative to assist healthcare workers with transportation to and from home during this COVID-19 pandemic. And in international news, Tokyo 2020 Olympics to move to 2021. Japanese Minister Shinzo Abe confirmed plans for a 1-year delay in conference call with Games chiefs. Abe revealed that Olympics chief Thomas Bach is fully on board with the delay. The 2020 Summer Olympics was scheduled to start on July 24th in Tokyo, Japan. This is a developing story. And that's the latest, brought to you by Omega News, your ultimate source for news story in Jamaica and its environs. We will continue to update you on these and other stories as more Details are made available. Please don't forget to share this broadcast with your friends and family, and do have yourselves a blessed day.